Who knows what he would have developed into had he not died at age 37? Was burning the candle at both ends in some ways.
È Grossman che mi ha aperto la lettura del quadro. Io non ce l'avevo questa lettura prima di leggere Grossman e ha dato una stratificazione storica e umana al quadro di Raffaello che io non riuscivo a dare da sola.
Ci fu anche un'alluvione, dicono le cronache, che provocò dei danni alle terre del monastero e quindi si arrivò a questa decisione che poi è stata una decisione anche abbastanza complicata e contrastata perché ha durato alcuni anni poi la compravendita dell'opera, per cui capisco che la tentazione forse l'avrei avuta anch'io di vendere l'opera.
There's a legend stating that when the painting arrived in Dresden, it was presented in the throne chamber in the castle, and the legend said that August III by himself pushed the throne aside to have put the painting in the best position with the best light. I guess everybody who stands one in his life in front of the painting will always remember the painting because the composition is so well-based that you really got an impression and you keep it in your memory.
He decided to tell the truth about himself, about life, about everything.
Me, disappointed? Why would I be disappointed, Steve? We're only talking about LA, the photography event of the year, and the fact that Kubrick's going instead of me. No, it's actually been 2 years since I had a job worth getting out of bed for. Sure, fine, whatever. I'll call you later.
But when you look at what he was doing, like I think he died from stress and overwork, you know? He was so busy because he was the best.
Several writers, poets spoke about the gaze of the Madonna. She's very serious, and that's unusual. The Christ child and she both are very serious.
When I meet people who have read Grossman, people who talk to me at public readings, a really quite surprising number of people come out with, say, very similar things about reading Life and Fate has changed my life.
I'll get out of here, please.
Marilyn! Lunch is ruined. Now I gotta deal with that too? Hi. A museum. In Dresden, for Christ's sake, Steve. I'm fucking tired of this shit. I'll call you back. You know we can.
Why not?
Why not? Why not? Look at us. What have we got to offer it, huh? I don't make the money I used to.
I thought those covers would bring in enough.
Well, those covers look great on the wall, but they don't put the groceries on the table or keep the creditors out of my face.
And yet they sure do keep away any jobs you don't consider worthy of the great Brandon Miller. You could move out of this place.
You know I have no choice. I have a reputation.
Of course you have a choice. It's just you always choose yourself.
Really?
You're gonna have a kid to support.
Yeah, it's probably not even mine.
It's nice, Brandon. Real nice.
Okay, fine. I'll take the job. You happy? Then we can talk about what you're going to do.
I know what I'm gonna do. Leave.
No, not that. You're staying here with me, and that's decided. That's it. There's nothing more to say. Fuck. This is Brandon Miller.
Mr. Miller, how nice. I was certain that you would call us. We do not have so much time, so I permitted myself to book you a first-class ticket for tomorrow morning. I dislike talking on the telephone, and I would not spoil the surprise. So, you will know everything when you see it here. We are all eager to meet you, because when she asked her who was the right person, she told us with no hesitation.
Mr. Brandon Miller. Welcome to the Gemäldegalerie Alte Meister. I'm Andreas Schwarz, the villain who has dragged you here in such great haste.
And even greater secrecy.
It could not be otherwise. Please come with me. She's waiting for you. We have more than 700 paintings here from all over the world. All of them set in these massive gilded frames. Do you like paintings, Mr. Miller?
I prefer images spun through a lens to pictures splashed on a canvas. How do you feel about photography, Mr. Schwartz?
Well, I prefer the transcendence of painting to the realism of photography. But we owe the restorations of 1992 to this realism. It was thanks to still photographers that we were able to reconstruct these magnificent decorations in these interiors. They are completely identical what they were before the bombing of the 1940s.
Is that why you called me?
Oh, no. You are here to change history.
Grossman saw the painting in Moscow. It was the 30th of April, 1955. And there was a huge line, indeed.
A Jewish man who used to live in Russia and a couple of years settled to Germany. He was in Moscow in 1955. He was one of the people in the long, long line waiting to see the Sistine Madonna, and that was really moving to have him here again for the Sistine Madonna. And he remembered so well his feelings when he saw the painting for the first time in 1955.
It suggests the harmony that I think we intuit in the cosmos, and that Raphael wants to show us that, like, we are actually living in a universe that has an order to it. It's not all horrible and chaotic and terrible, even though there's a lot of that. There is something, there is an order, there is something that enables us to make sense of it and motivate our existence.
Do you know these sober little fellows?
Must have seen these guys 1,000 times. They're pretty, right? Rembrandt, no. Raphael.
And what can you tell me about her? Yeah, exactly. And that is why she needs you.
Who? Who needs me?
The Sistine Madonna. They come from the same picture Raphael painted in 1514. But after all the mass marketing of the past 50 years, everyone knows those two little angels.
And nobody knows the Madonna.
And that's where you come in. A month from now, the biggest event of the century will take place in this museum. We want you to shoot the perfect photograph of this work, the shot that will capture its soul, return to it the immortality described by Grossman in his famous essay.
Grossman.
Vasily Grossman, perhaps the greatest Russian mind in the past century. I marked everything I've been talking about. Or perhaps as a good American, maybe you feel uncomfortable reading the book. In that case, you can look up everything on that app. It will help you to understand the essence of a masterpiece which the whole world envies us, but which is no longer considered. How do you say this? Mainstream. We would like you to make it mainstream. You look skeptical, Mr. Miller.
No offense, but I don't see anything here that's special. It's not like it's the Mona Lisa or Guernica.
But you have the whole night here to change your mind. Just you and the painting. No one will disturb you. Now, if you will excuse me, I have to say goodbye. You have all the stuff here as you asked me for. I wish you a good night's work, Mr. Miller. With your permission?
Mr. Schwartz?
Yes?
I still don't understand who gave you my name for this job.
Huh. But I told you that. She did.
She did. These guys are nuts.
Best to get to work.
First things first.
Grossman became famous during the Second World War as correspondent of war because he was in the Battle of Stalingrad, and he was so good in asking questions that he could really talk to soldiers.
Grossman is a kind of trustworthy guide to these terrible things. He is a Virgil leading the reader through the inferno.
Grossman ripensa alla Madonna Sistina e dice: ripenso alla visione che ho avuto, la rivivo, ma non è qualcosa che va nella direzione di quando quindicenne piangevo per giorni e giorni leggendo Guerra e Pace di Tolstoi o ascoltando Beethoven. Cioè non è un'emozione artistica, anche se è un'opera d'arte. Dice: questa visione mi ha portato immediatamente a Treblinka.
It's not like all the other Sacra Conversazione, the Madonna always on the throne sitting. Raphael did something different, a vision.
No.
Maybe you will feel uncomfortable reading the book.
As soon as you set eyes on this painting, you immediately realize one thing above all, that it is immortal. I realized that I had, until this moment, been careless in my use of this awesome word, immortal. I had confused the powerful life of some particularly great human achievement with immortality. What I saw was a young mother holding a child in her arms.
Look at me. Look at me.
Why can't you understand? I would do anything for you. I would give my life, Rafi, but not my soul. I love you so much, I'm afraid God will send me to burn in hell. Because you are promised to another. You have to stop. All this passion is too much. Listen, St. Paul tells us time is short.
What are you doing sleeping in here?
What?
Well, you've got to be in here long.
I must have nodded off. This bulb burned out. I was just starting over anyway, so.
Oh, well, get on with it. I've got to finish cleaning by daybreak, and like St. Paul says, the time is short.
What'd you say?
We've both got work to do. You look like you could use some coffee. Here. Have some of mine.
Thank you. You take it strong here.
Strong enough to get through the night.
I hope it doesn't kill me first. Where was I? Gotta work with what I got. What else could possibly go wrong? I wonder if it really was her. Hey, who the hell are you guys? I'm talking to you.
You can't be in here.
Raphael painted this for our church. We have revered it for more than 200 years.
Pope Julius II commissioned it as a tribute to his uncle, Pope Sixtus IV.
My sovereign and Elector of Saxony and King of Poland will pay 25,000 Roman scudi for it.
That is a huge sum. We have heavy debts. Yes, but you must think about what this painting means to us. It is our most precious asset.
True enough. But hanging in your church, it will neither fill the stomach nor pay the moneylender.
What the hell? Evidently, you have never experienced divine providence. For centuries, we have...
Let it be done. 25,000 scudi.
No. Brother Egidio, please do not do this. I am begging you.
What this man says is right. It is for the good of all our brothers.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
I'm going crazy. Either that or they drugged me. I knew I shouldn't have come. Hello, Marilyn? No, not yet. I've got to get out of here. No, not now. I can't talk now. Mary, please.
How'd you do it? Holograms? Where'd you hide the projectors, huh?
Miller, are you okay?
Is this a joke or what?
My God, already happening?
Is what already happening? Look, if this is a joke, it's in really bad taste.
Remember, you have Grossman with you. He will help you.
You people are insane. I'm leaving.
Talk with her, Brandon.
Talk with who?
Find out what is within her.
What the hell?
Within who? Hello? Hello?
I think that the moment in which he understood exactly the immortality of life was when he saw the Sistine Madonna.
Raphael painted something which is actually happening in front of your eyes if you're standing before the painting.
I used to imagine that happiness would be to find someone I love and to be able to forget everything in their arms. But I now understand that what is more important is to be able to find someone I love and to tell a story truthfully to them, to share a story truthfully with them.
Okay. What's within you? Let's find out.
Mother gazes into the face of her newborn son and hears the ringing and crunching of breaking glass and the howling of car horns. And a painter by the name of Adolf Hitler stood before her in the Dresden Art Gallery. He was deciding her fate, but the ruler of Europe could not look into her eyes, nor could he meet the gaze of her son. Both she and the son, after all, were people.
Please, no, no, no. Please, 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 no, 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 please, no, 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 no,
What the hell is going on here? That couldn't be me. I would never do anything like that. Hey! Did you see that too?
See what?
Over there. Behind the Madonna, there was all this smoke, and then a train pulled in, and there was this woman.
Behind the Madonna? Nah, there can't be anything behind the Madonna.
I'm telling you, it was real. It was more than real. Over there, it just appeared.
Oh, it's just the magic of the painting.
What?
Yes, the way she's coming towards us like she could wrap us up in her cloak. I know that look, Wojciech. You've got no idea how many times I've seen that look.
What look?
The look of someone searching for something they just can't find. The first time I saw this was decades ago in Moscow, Pushkin Museum. And for many years now, I've been looking at it here night after night. You know, a lot of people try to fathom the mystery of this painting. Sitting here, staring at it, each in their own private torment. And I watched them in secret.
And did they find something in the end?
I don't know about that. But what I do know is that afterwards, everyone ran away without looking back.
Ran away from what?
Always that question. You should ask, run away towards what?
I don't get it. I saw Raphael start that painting. I watched him working. I saw La Fornerina posing for him, and I watched two monks sell it to pay their debts, and then
then the Germans hid it in the railroad tunnel to protect it from the bombing. A couple of Soviet soldiers found it after the war. And you know what one of them said? He said, that is not the Mother of God. That is a poor girl like my wife, barefoot and carrying a baby.
Who are you? How do you know all this stuff?
Wojciech. I've seen lots of people looking at this painting. Ordinary people, rich and poor, philosophers and workmen, emperors and prostitutes, all different in the eyes of the world, but equal in her gaze. And now I see you with the same spellbound look in your eyes. It's time for you now to start running too.
Towards what?
Your goal. At one moment, he raised his bowed head. I saw his fair, curly beard covering the whole of his face.
Please, no!
I saw his half-opened lips. I saw his eyes. And I knew them at once. They were the eyes that looked out from Raphael's painting.
Stop!
I am begging you.
She did. She did.
You should ask, run away towards.
The poor girl barefoot, carrying a baby.
He said, oh, it was you who accompanied me when I was in my difficult moments. That is, when I was at Treblinka. Grossman was the first one to see the concentration camp, and it was you who were accompanying me when I had the terrible fear to be seized by the KGB.
He wants to show us the angels of our better nature in his painting and in his other art. I mean, he wants to show us what we can aspire towards. And it's only by aspiring towards those things that we thrive and advance as human beings and as a civilization.
Usually you go through the gallery looking here, half a minute there, 10 seconds, and so on, like everybody that does it. And then the people stop and start to look. And that is great, because that is the impact of art.
Perché la vita è eterna, ed è eterna perché quella Madonna esiste sempre, esiste in tutte le madri, in tutte le donne. Io lo vedo così.
He realized during the years after the Second World War that the communism and the fascism were really just the same. The mirror, he says, the mirror of one another. And he wanted to say that. And he knew that was the end of his life as well.
Mr. Miller, give me some good news.
I got the shot.
Wonderful. Which part of the painting did you choose?
None. The point's not the painting, it's the painting's perspective. Look, I gotta go. I gotta get back to New York.
You found your choice, didn't you? She showed it to you.
Yeah. And this time, it's not all about me.
You gotta shoot it for me.
I do?
Everything's set up, it's all ready to go.
But when do I do it?
You'll know when.
In his Madonna, Raphael has revealed the mystery of maternal beauty. But the secret of the painting's inexhaustible life lies elsewhere. In this visual representation of a mother's soul lies something inaccessible to human consciousness. We know about thermonuclear reactions, during which matter is transformed into an enormous quantity of energy, but we cannot as yet conceive of a reverse process, the transformation of energy into matter. Here, though, a spiritual force, motherhood, has been crystallized, transmuted into a meek and gentle Madonna. seeing the Sistine Madonna, we preserve our faith that life and freedom are one, that there is nothing higher than what is human in man. This will live forever and triumph.